So, wir sind heute international für alle, die kein Englisch sprechen. So. Schön, dass Sie da sind. Was möchten Sie präsentieren?
Stand-up comedy.
Stand-up. In English or in Deutsch?
In English.
In English. So
the Mexicans have got
the
something to laugh
Mexican,
at.
it's your show now. The others came from the main school. So. Wir werden sehen. Meine Damen und Herren, für Sie, Steve Gill!
Thank you. It's nice to be back in the art heater. That's what all these red lights do. Yeah. As you've heard, I'm an English comedian from England, and I've been doing comedy for nearly 15 years. To Germans. Yeah, it's a bit like trying to sell bacon sandwiches on the Gaza Strip, really. Bird likes that one. I'm going to complain about something tonight. I actually suffer from Asperger's syndrome, which means that I'm highly intelligent, if not modest. Socially awkward and slightly creepy. Nah, come on, we're not all like what's his name off Big Bang Theory, you know. There's some quite famous people who actually suffer from Asperger's syndrome, like Donald Trump. Oh no, hang on, that's Alzheimer's. No, I know what you're thinking. Asperger's syndrome. Yeah. A job in IT is yours for the asking. Well, I've just recently started a new job as a programmer. Yeah. But I got the job basically because all the other programmers, I had experience that none of them had. Like using deodorant, showering, kissing girls, that sort of thing. What do you mean, yeah, right? Have we got a right one here, have we? Right. Take his name. Yeah, so, I mean, my problem is, I do have a problem meeting girls, actually, because of the Asperger's, being slightly creepy. They think I'm a film producer. That's one for the Oscars, yeah. In fact, the other day this girl told me, she says, well, you're no George Clooney, which is bad if you're rating my sexual attraction, but is good if you're rating my Batman costume. Nipples, yeah. As I've said, Asperger's, I read a lot of self-help books, and my big problem with the self-help books is that they basically all say that I should just be myself. I don't want to be myself. I want to be Batman. Because Batman is the only member of the Justice League who doesn't have any superpowers. He's just a rich, psychotic loner. But he has to be all three to be Batman. Because if he's just rich and psychotic, he'd join the Republicans. Now you all think that's funny, but that basically means that Donald Trump is one step away from being Batman. That's not a nice thought, is it? Yeah, so, as I said, I've been reading a lot of self-help books. I actually found one the other day, How Your Cat Handles Stress. It's been a revolution, it's changed my life. I don't go to work anymore, I just lie on the sofa all day. And I have breakfast, then I go next door and have another breakfast. The only problem is I have this terrible compulsion to lick my balls. Yeah, I nearly broke my back yesterday. I fell off the bed. Got banned from IKEA. A few laughs of recognition there. Yeah. But, you know, because I'm single, I don't do Netflix and chill, I just do Netflix. I didn't want to have Netflix because I decided, yeah, if I get Netflix, then basically in 6 months' time, my shriveled corpse is going to be found under a layer of crisp packets. I got Netflix. I think I've got 3 months to live. Haven't you've all got Netflix, I presume? Yeah? No? Yes? Yeah. What do you think about the algorithm that chooses stuff for you? I don't like it. I watched 2001: A Space Odyssey. And Netflix said, you may like Teenage Mutant Nazi Zombies from space. Oh no, seriously. The other day I watched a film, and I can't remember the German name. It's Inside Out. It's a Pixar film where it's Alles steht im Kopf. Yeah, Pixar film where there's little people inside a girl's head. Yeah, you know it. Anyway, I watched it and I thought it was really good. And Netflix said, you might like Ein Königreich für ein Lama. I thought, well, I'll give it a try. Yeah, I gave it a try. I really enjoyed it. And Netflix said, you might like Lilo and Stitch. And I watched it and I couldn't believe it was a Disney film. It was brilliant. It was hilarious. And then Netflix said, you might like to watch Frozen. Fuck right off. I know what you're doing, Netflix. Stealth Disney. Yet you think, you know, you're gonna turn me into one of these people, these sad people at Comic-Cons who cosplay Disney characters. Yeah? Instead of what I normally cosplay, which is Star Wars, which is owned by Disney. So, yeah. Anyway, and you've all been here for Carnival, I presume, have you? You enjoyed Carnival? Yes. I'm okay with Carnival. The one I have problems with is Sylvester, you know, New Year's Eve. Because basically, you take all the drunken idiots from Carnival and you arm them with explosives. Now, I'm from England, and in England they used to be really paranoid about fireworks. They're now banned completely. But it used to be, if you bought fireworks, you got this booklet that came with all these dire warnings. And things like, keep your fireworks in an iron safe. Take them out one at a time using lead-lined gloves. Light them with a 3-meter-long pole. If they don't go off, never return to them. Never, ever return to them. Move house if possible. Alternatively, cover them in concrete. Those are not bollards you see in England, they are unexploded bangers. So, it came as a bit of a surprise to me on my first New Year's Eve in 1999, when I was walking down to the Rhine, to be passed by Dr. Werner von Braun and family, with a big bag of rockets under one arm, in a plastic bag, smoking with the other hand. My advice to you, if you go out with any close friends on New Year's Eve, shake them by the hand first, while they've still got fingers. But really, my biggest problem, being an Asperger's sufferer, I suffer from OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. And I actually got thrown out of the OCD sufferers meeting because I handed round my M&Ms without sorting them into colour order. But if you really want to upset someone with OCD, get him to hang a picture of the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
No.
Yeah, that's a mean one. But my biggest problem with living in Germany is taps. Because where I come from, England, we have a hot and a cold tap. That's it. You want warm, you turn them both on. That's not simple enough for Germany, is it though? No. You have to have this three-dimensional joystick thing. Yeah. Having a shower is like trying to play Tomb Raider. And what's even worse is the one where you've got the two taps and the single thing, yeah? But the one controls off and on, and the other controls heat. Took me a few layers of skin to master that one, I can tell you. Yeah, but the worst taps in Germany are the ones in the Kneipe and pub toilet, and they're just about to find out. I went into one, it was in the Starbucks at Rudolfplatz, if any of you remember that one. And they had radar taps that know when you're coming. And I went in there and I got the squirter soap, you know. Oh, this, how do I turn it on? Nothing happens. Nope. Nope. Nothing. And I've got all this soap in my hand, you know, so what am I going to do? How am I going to get rid of it? I'll have a look for the towel. Oh, all the paper towels, it's empty, they're gone. So don't panic, you know, because I'm an Asperger's sufferer and I have panic attacks. Don't panic, look in the bin, see if there's any paper towels there that you can use, and I look in the bin and it's full of paper towels, covered in soap. Überraschung. Or to translate it into English, shit. So I have got no choice but to go upstairs because, you know, all the toilets are downstairs in Germany. I have got to go upstairs out of the cellar and go and ask them, can I have some fresh paper to clean all this soap off my hand? And I'm walking out of the lavatory and this woman is coming down the stairs looking at my hand with this look of utter horror. And I sort of went, oh God, no. It's not what you think. Sniff it if you don't believe it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I nearly got arrested because of taps in Germany. Thank you very much. My name's Stephen.